Hello and welcome, Rahul. You're watching me on my YouTube channel Akbar Talks, and if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. See, whenever I come in front of you, I have a purpose. I want to instill positivity and disseminate some valuable knowledge so that you can be apt for any opportunity that will open and and come your way, because having skills, having knowledge is important, and very few people are able to disseminate that kind of quality. And that is why, if you will be investing your time in something valuable, you will be always on beneficial side, because see, we have conditioned our world in monetary and financial values. Who have financial abundance, they have an ease over others, they have power, they have dominance, they have better lifestyles, they have better affordability to health, educations, and all the exclusive, luxury that they want. And who don't have, they even perish. That is what is the reality. And much and many of the time, if you have extraordinary class, if you have extraordinary skills, you can find that advantage for you. You can have multitude of opportunity wherever you go. Even for securing any position in any college, you are giving many a competition in your college time. Later on for jobs, and then for striving and being sustaining in a job, you always do such kind of class. You augment. You show your dexterous quality in front of the world, and that is what we want. If you will have extraordinary class, then only you will sustain in a better way. See, the world is very dynamic. I will tell you, if you have intelligence, if you have a little bit of insights, and developing it quickly, you will see that the world is very bizarre. It is not fair in every way, but some algorithms, some unfoldings of the universe are built so that everybody is being taken care of by the universe in a different way. Even who perish, they have a dead end to their pain, death. That is what people say, that the universe gives you death and rebirth. But that doesn't mean that whatever life you have got, you have a span of time. And if you will be excellent enough to understand exactly what kind of challenges you have, you will excel. You will have excellencies and you will excel this world. That is what is the reality. And that is what I'm here to guide you, because we have gotten a timeline here on this earth, and we have to use it. Every experience that you give in every life cycles add up to your soul. That is what is the intrinsic quality of your behavior, of your subtle pattern that you exhibit sometimes in front of the world, your reactions. Not only reactions, but your understanding, your subtle, exhibition of your quality, your innate capacity. Very subtle level, your soul sometimes reflect its characteristics in your quality of speakings and your quality of educations. Many people say that, you are a prodigy in your childhood because you were intelligent. Something better, some better DNA, maybe an RNA were weaved in your cells, and that is what manifested in a better way. But somewhere, when we talk about metaphysical reality, we see that whoever have awareness, a better awareness, who are awakened, they have a better ease in this world, and they are able to perceive exactly what is happening around. So if you talk about intelligence, the physical reality that we live in, I have already told you that we have conditioned our world and excellencies will prevail, power will dominate in physical reality. But when you talk about intelligence, if you have a good mind, intelligent mind and intellectual ability and a pure heart, you will be tested by all the programs that are coming with it, all the entities, even different entities, not only human entities, but all the super intelligent entities, maybe interdimensional. They are also behind all these intellectual people. They're trying to read all together. See, I'm just trying to tell you exactly, because when intelligence unfolds, not only local intelligence, but the central intelligence of your community, some cult, they practices some kind of metaphysical, you can say that cult who plays through different practices, they also involve themselves. Intelligence is already working all together of every country, of every segment, of every group. So everywhere intellectual persons are always challenged. That is what they are having to face these challenges. How will you stand? I'm telling you, it will go beyond. It will go interdimensional, and maybe aliens are also among us that are also competing with you if you have good intellectual capability that may unfold. And you will see that manipulation works everywhere. If you are a prodigy in your college, you will see that some students along with you, they will try to manipulate you in a different way that you will not be a competitor to them. It happens at lower level. Later on, when you get more and more education and intellectual ability, you will see that in life, in corporate world, thereafter, when you will go in metaphysical reality or the entities, and interdimensional, if you will go, your awareness will go higher. Then you will see that interdimensional entities, and maybe aliens are also playing with us. That is what is a conspiracy theory. It is reality. You have to perceive exactly what is happening around, and then you will open your eyes exactly how the challenges are going multifolding in front of you, and you have to be very aware. If you have a pure heart and plain mind, you'll be deceived at each and every point. But every time you bleed, you have to learn the exercise and the lessons that comes with it. And if you're not learning with your mistakes, then who else is going to take care of you? Nobody else. Because you have gotten your adulthood, you have gotten your time, to stand on your own. And if you will stand on your own, you have to take all the initiatives. So many people compromise their vices because when they go beyond, an awareness, they see that the unfolding is very difficult. When matrix plays against you and all the entities, interdimensional entities, they stimulate the people around you and the forces. Every material has force field. The forces are also controlling the unfoldings. So everything is overwhelming. And when you will try to understand exactly your own mental ability, your nerves will not support you. That kind of overwhelming, emotional quotient or burst happens in your mind that you cannot even hold. So how will you go along with that? You have to find intelligence, and you have to find sympathy with your own self, and you have to find enduring capacity. If you will endure more, if you will have sympathy with your own self, compassion for others, you will go a little down with peace. You will try to find peace and maturity. That is what, when someone will knock you down each and every time in the intellectual field, you have to come above again and again. You have to stand on your own. Otherwise, you will fall behind and left behind. And that is what is their intentions. So if you really want to qualify in the war of life, you have to be aware and prompt each and every time. That is what I'm trying to tell you. The world is very challenging for all the intellectual people. But see, I'm telling you exactly because making money is also a very good thing. If you have excellencies, you can support your lifestyle along with all these challenges, because you have your family, and sometimes you have to manage your family, you have your job, and after that, all the time that you have remained, you have to figure it out, all the classes that is happening around. So it is very well overwhelming and challenging, not only for me, for each and everyone whoever is living here. But how will you go beyond? First of all, I will try to tell you, secure your life here in a better way. Many ways is nowadays prevalent. Even online opportunities are going. I have tried even in all the fields. I have written books. I have tried all the digital platforms, making social media videos, so that I can get viral. But very limited, still I'm moving on a little bit. But it is challenging when you know exactly the reality. At least you are knowing exactly what kind of constants you are facing, overwhelming challenges that is giving you insight exactly, not only for this time. The experience that you get shapes your souls as well. So your soul goes with that kind of reality. Maybe in next incarnation you will have excellencies, and all these lessons that will shape your reality in a better way. Because all we can speculate beyond our visibility. We can only speculate that. And that is what I'm telling you, with all my experience that I have experienced. So, yesterday I was building an app. I'm a computer science graduate, so it has been more than 15 years that I left coding, but I thought that in artificial intelligence arena, you won't have to code much more. I have gotten ChatGPT, and I told it to write better prompt for me so that I can make an app. It has given me very good prompt, what kind of features you want, what kind of app you want, and what kind of database you want to create. I've added the database file, and I went to AI Studio, AI Studio of Google, AI Studio Google.com, where I wrote that prompt and uploaded my database file. It gave me 4 files along with that. One was database file, JSON file. One was HTML. HTML is front side coding, where each and every call and front side layer was defined. And one was JS, JavaScript was there, CSS was there. So all these files I made, I compiled in a folder, and then I thought that in Replit, if you upload that, it will make you an app and easily. Otherwise, you can run it locally as well. So a little bit of hint, remembering from my graduate schooling, then I have implemented that and made a very good app out of that in few minutes. Replit made me an app, and on that web link I got on another website and given that link, it prepared me an APK file. I downloaded that APK file, and my app was ready. So within few minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, I was able to create an app. And if you will be able to organize your database, and if you can write it better every day, if you can add it, make it better, you can publish it even on Google Play apps. And if you will find subscription for those kind of apps, if it is educational, then it will give you a very good money out of that. So there are many ways to make money, but you have to learn excellencies. We don't have time because we are doing jobs, so we cannot invest much more time, because you have to find excellencies and expertise if you want to really make money or be a professional in any kind of field. So I don't have time for that to implement, but I got that view also, that I can implement my knowledge. If later I will have to switch, I can also do that kind of things. I got to find an option. So these kind of things deepen your insight, how you want to live and how you want to create your lifestyle altogether. Because finding some ways to capitalize, to cash in on, is prime perspective of yours. Because after that, if you don't have money, you will perish. You won't have time to speculate and contemplate for beautiful things. You will be hand to mouth. You'll be thinking all the time about your security, food security, and shelter security, and your wearings and clothes. That is what is the reality. But when you will have time, you will see that, you will make basic facilities and amenities to you. Then you will see that in the intellectual field, you want to grow. In spirituality, you want to grow. And everywhere, when it will unfold the real war, you will see that, you will see that how manipulations are, weaved in every dimensions and everywhere, on your gadgets, in universal fields, in all the dimensions, wherever you want to stray your focus, you'll be strayed altogether. But if you will be able to figure out all these, what is happening, there is some kind of gain also there. Some magic happens. You'll be able to maybe you'll be able to conserve that power always. But I'm not in favor of any kind of magic. I'm in favor of science, because science gives you right quality and right methods, robust method to give you exactly the quality of life that we desire. Magics are, makes you sometimes superstitious, and it is not good. Superstitions are not good for any society. So that is why we have to lean on science and scientific methods, and we have to make our prodigies more educated. When they will come, our world will grow, our world will be a beautiful place, when they will all will be executed, and when they will find the real methods of science and take these magics, discover all these realities behind, what kind of science are built. And when you will be able to find the scientific method, and when it will be validated in lab, that will be a gift to all humanity. That is what is happening in medical science. All the medicines that have been discovered until now, that are giving you a better life. Otherwise, the life expectancy ratio was very low in previous time. But it is getting better. Even with the help of quantum technology and artificial intelligence, we feel that even we can be digitally immortal. And after some days, if we'll be able to find biotechnologies and bioscience in a better way, we can be biologically lasting very long time, or maybe immortal as well in future. That kind of quality science possesses. But in magic and in superstitions, It will uproot all the qualities of body disease. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So stand on your own and discover everything what is happening around and focus on your growth. Learn the system, what is the system, then use it as others, some people are using. But don't lose your virtues, you know don't do crime. Use the system for your favor. Thank you for listening to me.